Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to share with you my 8 most worn items for the autumn winter season. I actually was doing these videos every season and I decided to do them twice a year as opposed to 4 times, just as I felt like the same pieces were popping up again and again. I really am a creature of habit and I tend to wear the same things over and over, and you're going to see a lot of old favorites in here, particularly if you've been watching my channel for a really long time. So I'm going to jump into it, and the first thing I want to talk about is one of my overall favorites in my entire wardrobe. It is the Everlane cashmere sweater. I have this in the charcoal and I got it in the size small. I actually think it's cut a little bit larger now, so I'd probably get it in an extra small if I was picking it up again. I did a recent video on Everlane, a whole review. If you want to watch it, I will link it up here, but I adore this. I think it's a great layering piece. It is super warm, super soft. It's got nice fitted sleeves and it just goes with absolutely everything in my wardrobe. So it's one of those pieces that I don't think I could ever be without, and I tend to wear it even in the warmer months as well if it's a little bit cool. So that is probably the thing I've worn the absolute most out of all 8 of these pieces, except for this next item, because I wear this every single day. I use it as a blanket. I put it over my feet at night at home, but it is the Acne Studios Canada scarf, and this is such a great scarf. It's made out of lamb's wool. Mine has worn really well. I've had this for a couple of years now, so it's sort of like that. It's really nice and big and chunky. I tend to just wear it most of the time just wrapped around my neck like that, and then I will tuck my hands behind the actual scarf to keep them warm, because I haven't actually purchased any new gloves for this year. But this really is just one of those investment pieces. These are quite expensive. I want to say I probably spent $230 on it, something like that, and the price has gone up since I purchased it as well. So it really is one of those things that you have to spend a bit of money on, but I absolutely do adore it, and I have been using it, as I said, for the last couple of years. It is the only scarf that I have for winter, and so it is just that one thing that I reach for all of the time. And I also took this with me on our holiday and it was perfect. It was great for when we're in San Fran. It was just great to have it on the plane as well. It's just a little bit of an extra blanket. You're probably going to notice a theme. There is a lot of monochromatic items in my 8 most worn for autumn winter, but this next item is black. You guessed it. And this is a ribbed skirt from Country Road. This is just a plain pencil skirt. It's super stretchy, and I just find that this is one of those things I reach for so much. It looks great with pretty much anything. I will tuck a lot of blouses and t-shirts into this, and I love the fact that it has a stretchy waistband. It's just such an easy throw on piece, and I also like the length of it too. It comes to just below my knees, which I think is a great option for the office, and it isn't too formal, so I can also throw this on the weekend as well. So I have just worn this so much, and one of the things I really like to wear it with is this next piece. And this is from Karen Walker. This is an old season piece now. You can't actually buy it anymore, but there is a very similar blouse on ASOS. So I will link that down below for those of you who are interested in something similar. But this was called the Slanting Frill Tee, and I also have it in the cream. I really, really like it. It has these frills here across the front, which I think just adds a little bit of something to an otherwise simple t-shirt. I think it just dresses it up a lot and makes it very work appropriate. It's one of those things that you could wear for a nice night out with a pair of leather leggings and some heels. And I just reach for this so often. I love the fact it's got this little keyhole detail at the back as well, and the frills also carry on over the back too, which is just really sweet. And it just, yeah, adds a little bit more dimension to my outfits, and one of those things that I reach for all the time. And I also like layering this with a little black skivvy underneath just to give me a bit of extra warmth. So I think I'm going to quickly cover the last 2 clothing items I have, and then I'll dive into accessories. This next piece I probably picked up at the beginning of autumn, if memory serves me correctly, and they are a pair of Zoe skinny jeans from Dr. Denim. I actually bought these directly from their website, but I believe you can also buy them from ASOS and maybe from the Iconic too. But I love these jeans. They are high-waisted, which I think is a really flattering style for me. I like the wash. It's sort of a washed black, which I don't really find that I like super black jeans as much as I like wash black. I just think that these are a lot more of a flattering look on people, and I think they also photograph better as well. I actually had mine taken up and taken in at the ankle just as they were a little bit long for me, and I don't really like when my jeans scrunch around my ankles. But these are something that I throw on, and they're actually the jeans that I reach for most often if I feel like wearing some denim as opposed to something else in my closet. So these have definitely become a favorite of mine, and I think something I'm going to have for quite a while, and I'm tempted to pick them up in the blue as well. I feel like they're really well made. They haven't stretched out at all, although they're very, very comfortable to wear. They almost feel like you're wearing leggings or something, but the denim itself is quite thick and sturdy. So yeah, these were a really great addition to my wardrobe and something that have been very, very well loved since I picked them up. If you follow me on Instagram, you're going to be so familiar with this next piece because I feel like I post pictures of it on all the time. It is just my favorite winter throw-on piece, but it's the Hope Grand sweater, and I have it in this really beautiful apricot-y beige tone. It's a huge waffle knit with a rounded hem and large oversized sleeves, this huge collar which is really nice to kind of tuck your hair into, and it's just super cozy. Obviously a bit of air does come through because it is a waffle knit, so you do have to wear something underneath, but I adore this. I reach for it so often. It's the sort of thing that I'll throw on if I'm just lounging around at home as well. I wear it to the office with a pleated skirt. That's probably one of my favorite outfits of the autumn, winter, you know, those sort of transitional seasons, but I just have adored this, and it was probably one of the best investments that I have made. I think I didn't really wear it last year when I bought it because I was doing capsule wardrobe, but now that I'm being a lot more relaxed with my closet, I found that this has just been pulled out so frequently, and I'm so glad I picked it up. These are on the pricier side. I will pop a couple links down below to where you can pick it up. But Everlane do a very similar style. I haven't purchased it, so I can't really speak for the quality or the sizing, but it looks quite similar. It just doesn't have the oversized collar. So if you aren't a fan of this, then that might be a really good alternative. But yeah, this just is amazing, and I also love wearing it with jeans, and I'm probably going to throw this on after I finish filming this video, let's be honest. But I really, really love this sweater. I think it's such a great piece. And I know that roll neck sweaters have been a huge trend this past winter, but I just personally love this, and as I said, I've had it for over a year now and that love has not faded, so yeah, this just can't get enough of it. Okay, so two more items to talk about, and they are both accessories, and the first one I wear literally every day. They're the Nike Rush Run sneakers. I've got them in the black and white, and these are like walking on clouds. I've talked about them in my favorites video before. If you guys have a pair of these, then you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. They are quite honestly one of the most comfortable pairs of shoes I've ever purchased, and they're the shoe that I wear every single day to walk to and from work. I've mentioned this so many times, but my commute, it takes me a little over an hour to get to work, but about 45 minutes of that each way is walking. So I can't really wear a lot of my shoes, and I was for a time, which really did damage to a lot of the shoes, and you guys know I spend quite a lot of money on my footwear, so I decided to invest in these, and I'm so glad I did because yeah, I wear them with everything. I feel like they don't look too stupid when I'm wearing tights. I don't really like tights with sneakers, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do to make sure that you don't ruin your other shoes, I guess. But yeah, these just have been coming out so much, and I'll probably keep wearing them pretty much into the summertime when I'll probably swap them out for sandals. Then the last piece I've been wearing to death is the Everlane Twill Zipper Tote. This is currently what I'm using for work and just for every day, as I find I can throw everything in it. If I'm going to the post office before I head to work, I can just pretty much put whatever it is that I'm picking up in here, which is quite useful, so I don't have to carry another bag with me. It has a zip up closure, which I love. I mean, it's kind of a mess in here and there's plastic bags and stuff because I went to the supermarket, but yeah, I kind of love the fact that it's just one big pouch and then there's a smaller one here, although I have mentioned before I wish this had a zip up closure, but yeah, this has just been coming out pretty much every single day. I like the fact that it goes with pretty much every single one of my outfits because it is such a neutral shade, and then the I Love Pandas little brooch always makes me smile as well. So yeah, this has just been my everyday go-to bag. I do love totes. My Kiana leather tote has just sort of been hanging out a lot. You guys can see the color transfer on the back there. But yeah, this has just been a really great alternative, and I'm so glad I picked it up. So those were my 8 most worn items for the autumn winter season. I know you're probably thinking she didn't mention a coat, and the reason why is because I actually haven't been wearing a coat the entire winter. I haven't needed to, and I've sort of alternated between a few different ones. So I thought I'd just show you guys what I have been wearing on a daily basis as opposed to the coats or outerwear that I wear to get to and from places if it is cold. Yeah, so thank you guys so much for watching. I would love to know what your most worn item has been for autumn, winter or spring, summer if you're from the Northern Hemisphere. If you did like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you are new and want to see more from me, and I will see you next time with a brand new video. Thanks for watching. Bye!